Oh wow, look at all that in the background. How cool is that? Is this
Yeah, yeah.
Conqueress?
What
Oh,
is it? Yeah, that's the album cover. We made a post all that's a triumph and agony. And that's Lemmy,
Lord
of course.
Lemmy.
Yes,
Oh
yeah.
mate, I love it.
And that's the Fear No Evil. And yeah, all these goodies here. Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool to see. It's much more interesting than mine.
Oh no, you have cool stuff.
I'm
Oh,
all
that
part of
looks
it. Yeah, I'm one of those nerdy action figure guys. But
oh, good.
I will tell you, you know what? I've been doing this a long time, and I've wanted to have you on the show for as long as I've been doing it. And today,
Oh,
you've made my dream come true. So, Doro, thank you
good.
from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for joining.
Of course, my pleasure. Thank you very much for having me. That's awesome.
Yeah, man, it's incredible. Of course, your new album, Conqueress Forever Strong and Proud, is out on October 27th, and this album is like filled with absolute bangers and anthems. But I guess the best way I can describe it is it's pure, honest, and it's 100% from the heart. And that's your
Yes.
fire and passion, and it bleeds through it. Like when I crank it up in the car, I can feel that. Is that something that came easy for you when you were writing it?
Actually, yeah, we started writing 3 years ago. It took 3 years to make, and actually, it was such a joy to do a new album, and actually, it came out. It came out of the soul of the heart. It was
Yeah.
not difficult at all. And then things developed, and yeah, and then the icing on the cake for me was, of course, these two duets with Rob Halford. Oh my God, it was my very first tour with Judas Priest in 1986, and it was so awesome. And then we really got a chance to do it, yeah, for now 40 years. It's awesome. And then last year in France, there's a great festival. It's called Hellfest. I don't know if
Yes.
you guys know it.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you know,
Yes, we do.
big time, big, great festival. And we were on the same bill, same day. And then we were hanging out backstage, talking a little bit. And then Rob said, "Hey, what are you doing?" I said, "Yeah, I'm just finishing my new album with 40th anniversary coming up." And then we both smiled at each other. And I said, "Rob, are you thinking what I'm thinking?" And he said, "Yes, let's do something together." And I said, "Oh man, that would make me so happy because you were my main inspiration. It was my first big tour." And he said, "Yeah, so what would you like to do?" And I said, "Rob, I have one song which I always loved so much. And I was singing it in the 80s many times with other musicians when we were jamming together,
Yep.
by the end of the tour and stuff. That was before All We Are came out. Usually we always, meet and sing All We Are and stuff when we have a tour. Anyway, we did Living After Midnight. I even have some old video footage. It's hilarious. And I told him Living After Midnight. That would be my choice because I was definitely heavily inspired by this one, British
Me too.
Steel.
Me too.
Me too. Ah,
Oh, I love
super.
it.
And me too. And I did a duet with Udo Dirkschneider on Breaking the Law. So we did it a few years ago. And
Yeah.
then I said, "Rob, Living After Midnight, that would be my choice." And he said, "And I have a wish I would like to sing a song for many years with you." And I said, "Are you sure?" With me? He said, "Yes, it's Total Eclipse of the Heart." And I thought, wow, that's a killer song. And
It
it's a
is.
Jim Steinman
I
production.
mean,
And I thought, this doing the metal version of the song. And yeah, and then it actually just a couple of weeks ago it was finished. So it just, yeah, was mastered a few weeks ago. It was mixed a few weeks ago. So yeah, and then having two duets with Rob Halford, the metal god. I mean,
yes.
I'm so blessed. I'm so lucky. I'm so grateful, and it's so awesome. And it means so much to me. And I hope that the fans will love it as much as we do. And
We do. We sure do.
we
Like the thing is an absolute beast. I love this album. And
oh, cool.
those duets are so good. Like and that song, I don't care who you are. I've seen it in person. I know I'm gonna get some comments. people, some of the most metal elitist, hardest dudes, when that song comes on, that Total Eclipse of the, they will go nuts. It transcends even like the most hardest black metal dude will be like, they love it. Yeah.
Yeah, and doing a duet out of the song, man, I never thought this is possible, but I
Yeah.
think it came so good. And I can tell that Rob loves that song so much and that he sings his heart out. And then I thought, man, I better do my best, So it was so cool. It was a group effort, actually. Many people worked on it. Andy Sneap, the producer and guitar player of Priest, my guitar player, actually my working partner, Andreas Brun is his name. He's the ex-guitar player of Sisters of Mercy. I worked with him since 1996. And Rob Halford and me, everybody gave, their 2 cents into that mix and song. And that's the last song we did for this album. And it just got finished, not too long ago. So yeah.
Good. So good. But, of course, it's a big album. I mean, it's 15 tracks plus the 5 bonus tracks, much like your previous album. Does that come from the idea of like you want to release everything that you've recorded, or did you guys just go crazy in the studio and just let all that creativity flow?
Yeah, actually, at first, the record company said, okay, a new album, do 10 songs, that's enough, because in this day and age, with Spotify and that people will listen over and over. I thought, 10 songs? No, that's impossible, because it's my 40th anniversary. I have to do more, at least 15 songs. They said, well, try to do it, to keep it 10, 11. And I thought, no, man, I want to give it my all. And then it was 20 songs. And we actually have about 35 songs. So there's still some songs which are laying around, and sometimes I had like 5 anthems, 5 ballads, and then I had to pick the ones which I thought, my favorites, or which would fit the record the best. So there's still some songs floating around, and yeah. So I have many more records to come, I hope. Yeah.
Wait, so what happens with those? Are they going to the next record, or are we going to get a sneaky EP somewhere?
Oh, that's a good idea. I don't know yet. I honestly don't know. Certain songs, sometimes, yes. For example, Heavenly Creatures, that's a song on the album. And it's dedicated to the animals, because I'm a total animal lover, and I want to do something with the song when it's coming out. Actually, nobody has heard it yet except you and the journalists, so the fans don't know it yet. But I want to do something with that. And that's a song which is, it was laying around quite a while. And then I thought, man, I love it so much, the melodies. And then I put a new lyric on it, and now it's called Heavenly Creatures. It had different lyrics before, and now I felt, it's the right time, right song. So certain songs, when time is on your side, that's good. And sometimes, you need a little while, but when something is great, when something has magic, it will definitely find its place.
Absolutely. And I love that song because, I mean, you're an animal lover. I've got a cat and a dog, and they are like my babies. Look, they are like, my dog is our baby. She gets away with whatever.
Of course. Yeah, that's the only thing I miss. Actually, I don't miss anything, but I miss having pets, having dogs and horses. I grew up with dogs and horses, but when you're on tour, it's impossible. It wouldn't be right not by a person, and not by a dog, or you have to take care of things. And while you're on tour, it's impossible. The only one I'm taking care of is my mom. She was always there for me, and she's now turning 90, and now I have to take care of her. And she's so sweet, and she used to do my fan club. She was always there for me. My dad as well, but he died in 2000. He was my best friend, and he was a truck driver, and he always drove us to the first gigs. And he was a super cool guy. But my mom, man, it's like, man, life is, it goes so quick, man. I still feel like I'm 18, but now it's the 40th anniversary. I can't believe it.
I
It's
know.
so,
And you still look so young.
yeah, okay,
You
okay,
know,
good.
yeah. Like, mate,
Good, good.
absolutely.
I still feel like, let's say 25, you know,
You look it, my
but
friend. I gotta say, I don't know, man. Must be the metal. Metal keeps you
it,
young.
it is. It totally is. It totally is. When I see the fans, when I can do music, then oh man, then yeah, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. If I would have done another job, I probably would have been dead by now.
Hey, the grind gets it, and I think that's where the beautiful thing about music is it does keep us young, it keeps us passionate, and
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
all through this album, and that's what I was saying before. What I got from it when I'm listening to it, it was like I had a physical reaction to it, like it's
Oh,
like
really?
electricity going through your body where it energizes you and it's positive and it makes you it's a good way to kickstart the day. It's like a cup of coffee in audio form, my friend.
Oh, cool. Oh, that makes me so happy to hear that because, yeah, there was the intention, like to lift people up, to give them
Yes.
energy and power, and I'm so glad that you say that when you feel that way.
Mm.
That's good. That makes me so happy. That's
And
awesome.
the louder you turn it up, the better it gets. I gotta say, it's a good one to turn up. That's for sure. I love it. But in regards to the title and the concept, Strong and Proud, you had a live album called Strong and Proud. Is it meant to be connected to that in some way? Is it a homage to that album?
Yeah, actually, um, yeah, actually, on this album, it was the working title, Forever Strong and Proud, and then it stayed. And
Yeah.
the other one, it was the other anniversary, Strong and Proud. We did a nice Blu-ray and DVD out of it, and a live CD, and it was a big celebration. So now it's another celebration. So I thought, yeah, Forever Strong and Proud. And then I thought maybe one nice word. And at first we had Conquistador, which is Spanish for conqueror. And I
Mm.
thought maybe everybody knows what it means. And then I thought, yeah, maybe conqueror. And then I thought, hey, how about taking the female form of conqueror, and that's conqueress. And so I thought, yeah, that feels right. Let's
Yeah.
name it Conqueress, Forever Strong and Proud. And I want to, yeah, make people feel forever strong and proud. So it's more for the people, the subtitle. And I thought, yeah, we conquered the world with our little band. We never had the feeling that we would play out of Germany. When we started, it was just like we were just rehearsing in our rehearsal room every day. Every day there was, no Christmas, no New Year's Eve, every day rehearsing. And yeah, and it paid off. And now I can still, like, tour all over the world, play the greatest festivals, play with people like Rob Halford. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And all my dreams came true. We were on tour with Ronnie James Dio, yeah, with Judas Priest, Wasp, Motorhead, Saxon, and I could work on so many, occasions with like great people like Pete Steele, who's not anymore with us,
Yeah.
and with Lemmy in the studio for weeks and weeks. We had the best time, and yeah, I'm very grateful. I tell you, I'm really blessed, and I got really lucky, man. Yeah.
But I've got to say, you've worked with a lot of amazing musicians. You've jammed with some people. Is there anyone on your bucket list? I mean, you've even got Sammy from Broilers on this one as well. Is there anyone
Yes.
left on your bucket list that you haven't snagged yet to
Yeah,
jam with?
actually, my very first concert I've ever seen, my first rock concert, it was Whitesnake and David Coverdale.
Good.
Oh, he was so good, man. He was a god on stage. And my second concert I've seen was Judas Priest, and Accept was the support band. So my dreams definitely came true doing two duets with Rob Halford. I did a duet with Udo Dirk Schneider, and yeah, and then I toured with Ronnie James Dio many, many times. So I would have loved to do something with Ronnie James Dio in the studio, but maybe in another lifetime. And yeah, but Rob Halford, that was like, oh man, that was for me the ultimate, the icing on the cake. I cannot believe it. And then even two songs, oh man, one is more than I could
Yeah,
ever dream of, but
so
two
good.
songs. And the video is coming out 27th of October when the record is coming out. We are doing a video for Total Eclipse of the Heart. Living After Midnight was already a lyric video.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, Rob and me, we're doing a real video for Total Eclipse, and yeah, I can't wait.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. He's like my hero too. Rob,
Yeah.
like I haven't had Rob on the show yet. Rob, if you're watching, please come and have a chat. But
Oh yes.
I think that's so incredible. He seems like he's just such a warm,
Yes.
kind-hearted human
Yeah.
being who just gets up there and just that voice. It's just so good.
Yes, total gentleman, like totally English gentleman. And when I sent him the Living After Midnight, when we had the mix, then he said, I'm very pleased. And I'm very pleased with the version. I thought, oh, this is so
Oh
awesome.
man.
And then a total Eclipse of the Heart when we had, it was actually a group effort. Rob and Andy Sneap and Andreas Brun, my
Yeah.
guy, and we all did it all together, the mixing and fiddling around and sending files back and forth and the mixes. And then it was done. And then Rob said, I love it. And then I thought, okay, let's not touch it. That's it.
Just
When
live
Rob Halford said, I love it,
Live
you know, it had exactly. And yeah, and that's what you hear. That's the version. And it just came out, it just got done a couple of weeks ago. It was the very last song which got mixed and mastered a couple of weeks ago. And the last song which we wrote for this album was with Sammy Amara of the
Yes.
Broilers. They're a big band in Germany. They filled stadiums, and they invited me for 2 Christmas shows last year in December, and I was a guest, and it worked out so great. And you know, and then we said, let's do something, and that was the last song we wrote for this album. And yeah, and that just came out. It's a single, and the video, I don't know if you've seen the
Yeah,
video.
I have. It's
Yeah,
that man is a beast. Let's just put it out there. Like I don't know. He's a tank.
yeah.
And it's such a
He's
great voice. Like, what a legend.
yeah, totally. And he's a little bit, I come more from the traditional metal
Hmm.
scene, and he's more from the punk. He grew up
Yes.
with punk stuff, and so it was a great combination. It was, you know,
Yeah.
something special, different, you know, and yeah, and so we have many more singles coming out before the album is coming out, and Children of the Dawn is one single and one
Love it.
video will come out too, and I love that song. That's one of my
Me too.
favorites. That's
Yeah.
the reason why it's the opening track. You're too cool,
I love
cool.
it. Yeah, yeah. And the backwards drums. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
And
want
the
to
guy
spoilers,
singing, like,
ladies and gentlemen, but yeah, I when I heard that, I was like, so cool. Haven't really heard that done like that before. Yeah,
oh,
it's really cool.
cool.
But you have paved the way for so many great artists in metal, both male and female. But I'm especially seeing right now a very strong female presence in heavy metal, which is such an incredible thing. It's super important, especially out of Japan with like Love Bites, and there's some amazing speed metal bands coming out of Japan. I feel like you've definitely had an influence in there. What's your thoughts on that and the new female led driven side of the genre?
Oh man, yeah, it's awesome. It's really great. When I started, we're just maybe a handful of women,
Mm,
like Girl School and Rock Goddess from
yes.
England, loved, and you know, Lita Ford, Lee Aaron, Joan Jett. That was about it. And now it's such a good balance, you know. You see in the audience as well, you know, 50% women and great musicians, great singers, and everybody's super talented. We are all like really connected. We're all like friends, you know. We support each other, we help each other out, you know, and that's the best part, being friends. And when I celebrate the second big celebration, we did one in Wacken now
Yeah.
with many guests, and we do one in my former hometown, Düsseldorf. Actually, the Broilers, they're from Düsseldorf as well. I think Düsseldorf is a small city, but lots of great bands. Anyhow, there are many female singers coming up on stage. For example, Elisa of Arch Enemy, she's
Love her.
flying in from Canada, and me too, I love her too. And Jennifer Haben of Beyond the Black, and Tarja Turunen, the ex-singer of Nightwish. And so there will be many ladies for the first time on stage celebrating this anniversary, and great guys, of course. Miller of Creator, I think he's coming. Biff
Oh,
of
awesome.
Saxon. Sammy Amara of the Broilers is coming. We definitely will play Bond Unending and all that good stuff. And the Wasteland Warriors, they're coming too. I don't know. Did you see the video for Time for Justice?
Yeah.
Did you see the clip? They're
Yeah.
these cool
Awesome.
people with the crazy outfits, and they build their own cars, their own motorcycles. They will be on the show as well. And we did film like Children of the Dawn with the Wasteland Warriors again. So it's like the follow up of Time for Justice, and and so
That, that
I'm so
sounds
anxious.
so good. What am I
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
down? What am I doing down here? I feel like I'm missing missing out on all the good stuff.
yeah, the fun stuff, the fun stuff. But we will come to Australia, and we are planning on it. I was there one time. We had such a great time, and the Metal Warriors Australia, they brought us over, and
Yeah.
the guy Steve Rabbit, he made it all happen, and we could actually live in his house. Actually, the parents, they had to move out to, I don't know where, hotel or friends, and the whole band could have the big house, and then we did a great tour, and that was so unbelievable and unforgettable, and all the guys who worked to do promotion, to work for the tour. I think some of them, they quit their jobs to support us to do this tour, and it was so it was so unbelievable, and yeah, I will never ever forget that. And yeah, so I want to definitely come back and see all my friends, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Doors open. Beer fridge is stacked, mate. Like we are waiting. We are very,
yeah,
very keen. Like
me
it's
too.
been a minute, my friend. So have you got an idea when? Is it like I guess it's
The
pretty
promoters are just talking. Yeah, they're just talking about it. So I don't have any exact date, but the the booking agency, which is Wacken, actually, they're talking to the Australian promoters. So it will happen. Yeah.
I will be there. I will be. Please do Brisbane. Please,
Yeah.
like it's up the road. It's not that far. We'll be there. And if not, I'll travel. I'll jump on a bus or get in the car and I'll drive to somewhere else. But
Oh my God. So
I
good.
want to see you. It's going to be incredible. It's going to be amazing.
Yes, live is always the best. I think live is better than any record we have ever done.
Man. Oh, you are amazing live. I've like seen the DVDs and stuff, and you have so much passion, and you don't seem like you've lost that throughout the years. You still love playing live and connecting with the fans, and I'm sure you get
Holy.
lots of fans all over the world who will come up to you and tell you how your music has affected them and how seeing you live has helped change their life for the better. Have you got one sort of fan interaction over the years that has really moved you?
Oh, yes, actually, I I told this tonight one time before, but I want to tell you because it was so, man, it was so intense. There was one time I got a phone call from a husband, and he said, Doro, I don't know your music. I never seen anything of you or live, but my wife, she's the biggest fan.
Oh,
And I knew the wife. She was a small little lady and super cool. And she actually sang backgrounds on some of our records, because sometimes we do something with all the fans together, and then they sing, like, on one of these anthems, which I always want to, have everybody singing, especially the diehard fans.
yes.
So the husband called me, and he said, yeah, my wife, she's really, really sick. She's in a coma, and we don't know if she will survive. And is there something what I could do? And he said her favorite song is Für immer, from the Triumph and Agony album, Deep Inside My Heart, Für immer. And I said, you know what? Maybe we can do something. And then I said something on the answering machine, like something really, really nice. And I sang Für immer on the answering machine. And the husband played it every day to this,
Oh man.
super sweet lady. And I tell you what, after a couple of months, she woke up, and she's now slowly getting back to normal, and she survived. And she said it helped her tremendously. And the husband, he's now a biggest fan, and he's not a metalhead. He's a little bit older, but he said, oh, I want to have every record. I want to go to every show. He's
Oh,
so, so she's definitely, yeah, I think music can heal you in a way. And I don't exactly know how, but I know it has power, and so that was
absolutely. Absolutely.
unbelievable.
That's beautiful, mate. That is beautiful. And music is that powerful. I got mates who do like healing things through sound and music. It's all sound waves, but like I think it's also the heart and intention as well. So you definitely sounds like you put your heart and soul into that to helping your fan and friend. And that's amazing, man.
Totally, totally, totally. Oh, always in every song, in every line, every word. Yes, yeah, yeah. It's totally, totally. I live for the fans, and that's it's the most important thing in my life. So so you wanna, and it's the love of my life. The fans are the love of my life. So I can, yeah, do 10 times better things because I know it's for the fans. And live, that's anyhow. When I see, like when people have a reaction, or when I see maybe a tear in their eyes, for example, when we play anthems, or when they're so moved, that's like, oh. And then I can sing 10 times louder, 10 times better. And it goes vice versa. And I always had a deep connection from day one, from my first gig on. I felt there's something there. Can't explain it, but it's there, and it's something really holy.
It no, that is the word. Absolutely. That's probably the perfect word for it is holy. Like there is definitely a spiritual connection between people in music, even like just jamming in a room with people. It's like you don't have to say a word and you all just connect. It's like
Yeah,
the plugs get all plugged in and you're all one entity. You can't describe it. And that on your level in front of thousands of people connecting would just, if you bottled that, you'd be a billionaire. It just crazy, right?
yeah, yeah. But yeah, but I tell you, money doesn't mean anything to me. But these moments where you can really
Mm,
feel how people feel empowered, oh, that's to
that's
me,
right.
that feels like $1 million. And that's yeah, that's why I always have like an endless well of inspiration and motivation. Sometimes it takes only one person, and I would put the great show on for two people, or for one person even. And if that person is like, feeling it, then that's fantastic. And yeah.
I love it. It's all worth it. But I did want to ask you about, of course, being the Witches turns 40 next year. Um,
Yeah.
mate, that's as we were talking before. It's such an achievement. Is there going to be like a reissue, or is there what is there plans to celebrate that
Oh,
actual
good.
release?
Yeah. That's a very good idea. It was the first record company was Mausoleum, a Belgium label, and then Polygram or Phonogram, they bought it. And so I have to talk to them, but I don't know. I don't know if there will be anything. And yeah, I did records in so many record companies. So
Yeah.
sometimes, when they are young people there, they don't even know what it means, or they did something. So yeah, I hope so. That would be great, actually.
Yeah.
That was a great idea. Thank you for saying that. But so far, nothing is planned. Yeah, so far
Okay.
nothing.
Well, I think like the fans would love like even a vinyl reissue or like a little box set or something to commemorate something that's such a special thing, not only for you, but for all the fans. That's
Yeah,
a massive, massive, beautiful achievement.
and
So
and the demos were even better. I thought. Usually, that can be sometimes the case that the demo is feeling better, is sounding better for whatever reason. So I think the demos of Burning the Witches, they were fantastic. I
have you
think, yeah,
got them or are they in a vault somewhere?
yeah. I think I could find them. They're probably on bootleg somewhere around.
Some tape where
Yeah,
you got to go blow off all the dust and
still have cassette tapes. I have so many cassettes. So, but yeah, but I'm sure I could find them. Yeah, yeah. And I have so many connections to some bootleggers. I know bootleg, it's it's a two-faced thing,
Yeah.
but it's great to have them. Sometimes these guys, they give me like these bootlegs they found, and it's awesome. It's great stuff. It's history, and and they're limited to 200 pieces, and
Mm.
it's like, so I like to collect that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And I've heard of stories where like bootleggers have found like original recordings of things. Well, you know what I mean? Where they've just and the bands are things that they're lost forever, and then they get them back, and then they do that rare occasion. It's crazy how that
Yes.
happens. I don't know where these guys get the stuff.
That's the Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. I don't know. I'm sometimes totally amazed and stuff. And I
Sneaky.
have people all over the world. One guy, he's a big collector in Peru. He's from Switzerland. He's
Yeah.
a diehard fan, and we played in Peru. And then he said, "Could you sign something? Like, I have like a little collection." And I said, "Of course, I can sign something. I sign everything." He said, "Are you sure? Everything?" I said, "Everything." Next day, people schlepping up the stuff to my hotel room. It was the biggest collection I've ever seen. There were thousands of
No.
records, cassettes, CDs, vinyl, bootlegs, and oh my god! And it took me 2 nights straight, but I signed every piece. And he always checks for bootlegs and stuff, so I can definitely ask him,
You
and
got the hook
yeah,
up there. But
yeah.
your hair would have been like all like cramped up after 2 days to it signing.
Oh,
That's crazy.
it totally, totally. It was so much, but it was great. I
Yeah.
had a big room. They got me a suite, big hotel rooms, like 2 rooms, and then I put everything on the floor. And then I told my tour manager, I told the band guys, "Hey, come up, have a look." And I said, "Wow, we don't even know that record. We don't know that record." And it was great to see. And yeah, it was actually, wow, so much work. And I thought every record, every album cover, everything, is a lot of work. And that was great to see. And yeah, and I know that somebody has the whole collection. I have to travel far. I have to go back to Peru to see it again, but I will eventually. So I know it's there. And I
Thing is,
lost. I had two hurricanes destroy my whole home in New York 2 times.
oh no.
So everything what was like, like letters or photos or some, letters from Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah. Oh
So
man.
yeah, yeah, that's so I lost so many times stuff. And yeah, so thank God for the bootleggers.
Hey, that's all right. They might have some stuff But I gotta tell you what, it's been an absolute honor talking to you today, Doro. Like it's
Thank you
it's
so
made my
much for
an absolute dream come true. Like, thank you
oh,
so much. Today's a good day.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you very much for having me. All the best to all the Australian metalheads and rock fans. I can't wait to see them again. I still love them so much. Still have the best memories. Especially, I want to say hi to the Metal Warriors Australia. And I will always be thankful that they brought me over for the first time. So too many more times. And I hope I
Yes.
see you soon, or festival or whatever. And yeah, have a good one. And yeah, and enjoy the Conqueress record. And then
Well,
when you hear it live, oh yeah, this will be extra special.
I can't wait. But we'll have, in the meantime, we're going to have all the pre-order links down here in the show notes and on the website. Doro,
Oh,
legend, my friend.
thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
Mm,
Take care, my friend.
horns up high. I'm sure you heard that on the limited edition.
Yeah.
Hey, Matthews, thank you so much. All the
Thank you, mate.
best.
Take care. Bye.
Ciao. Bye bye.
Oh.